Greetings everyone, Mufasaprime here, and today I would like to show you a fantastic game that was not very advertised very well. I had no idea about this game until its day of release, and I'm actually quite sad because this game was amazing. This, ladies and gentlemen, is The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. Now, as you see here, they don't tell you a lot when you first start out. They tell you you are the son of Van Helsing, Abraham. Now, I'm going to go through the first about 10 minutes of the game, not to spoil too much for you guys, but show you how the gameplay is. I certainly thought it was amazing. I'd like to show you my character. You know, level 30 on hard mode was actually quite difficult. I really had a great time, and I really enjoyed it. But we're going to go into a level 1 character to show you just the starting area so I don't spoil anything for you. So let's start out, shall we?
It all began with a call for help. A letter from Borgovia addressed to Van Helsing, the great monster slayer, my father. He doesn't take cases anymore, but I am a hunter too. So I set off on a journey with Lady Katarina, my remarkable companion. I'm an expert on the supernatural, and I seem to be drawn to it. Occasionally events get out of control, and then we have to leave in quite a hurry. Sometimes it's Katarina's fault. She can be quite reckless at times. Still, she always helps me save the day. And she also happens to be a ghost. My father rescued her from Borgovia, and she has been bound to serve our family ever since. Katarina often complains about it, but I think she really likes the thrill of the adventure. She is a charming soul, but she also has a darker side. Good. It comes in helpful when I'm in danger. Somewhere along the way, we slowly learned to work together. And finally, in the cold rain of Venice, we became a team. The last leg of the journey was by sea. Apart from the Kraken, the pirates, and the storms, it was mostly uneventful. I had time to ponder my mission. Once Borgovia was a dark place where monsters lived. Long ago, my father defeated the immortal kings, created a peace treaty, and entrusted the land to some enlightened individuals. What could have happened there? What could be even more frightening than the reign of monsters? The closer we drew to Borgovia, the more confusing the rumors became. The land behind the Thunderhead Mountains was wrapped in mystery. As our carriage approached the mountain pass, I had a sense of foreboding. It didn't really surprise me when I heard an explosion. The adventure has just begun.
It's a very rich story from the very beginning. You know nothing about this person. And here we go.
Katarina, shouldn't you help me out with this?
Please, they're just some ragged outlaws. See, it wasn't that difficult, was it?
So this is how they welcome folk around here.
Yes. Why? It is an ancient and venerable tradition.
Now, as you see, it does look very Diablo-esque. It does have the feel of the point and click to move around. But this game has some very interesting aspects, going from range, you saw the pistols, to melee. And you can switch these at any time as you wish. Now, there is a great part about this game that has a lot of customization capabilities. Allow me to show you. The skill tree goes down in 3 different paths. We have the melee side, which goes into melee and elemental abilities. We have the range side, which also uses no matter what tree you take, melee or range, you will be using mana. So always keep that in mind. And then we have the tricks and auras, which are passive buffs you can give to your party members. This is a 4-player game that anyone can join at any time. Though earlier when this game was released, there was an issue where if your friends were not as far as you were not able to join them. I don't know if that's been changed at all, but hopefully it has been. Now let me show you a little bit of the gameplay. As you can see, lots of clicking. Very stylized, I like it. see, we have one more pack of groups here.
Oh my. That was stupid.
I'm impressed, actually. They do have a sense of theatrics.
We could still fly over the chasm.
Really.
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget how human you are.
We should follow the normal pathway there.
Now, as you see, there will be a fantastic story with you and your ghost partner, Katarina. Now, Katarina is also pretty much your vendor, your protector, and your damage dealer, matter on how you level her. She needs equipment to do her damage. She'll use her range and her melee weapon as a stat stick, if you understand the aspect. They will use that item just primarily for their stats. You can change her behavior to be a melee, a range, or a ghost, which pretty much gives you resistances to all damage, but she will do no damage herself. You can have her in all kinds of ways to defend, assist. Your companion will attack the weakest creature, and things of that nature. You can also make her to do certain things. For example, grab gold. And whenever there's gold down, she will grab it. So you can have her also to pick down normal items. You can turn that off if you wish, and she'll no longer collect normal items. And then we have the abilities of skills. Now, these skills help Van Helsing throughout his adventure, giving you a passive defensive buff. Katarina will take 10% of the damage you take onto her. And one special thing about her is you have to keep her stocked with health potions. If you make her go off on adventures by herself and tank everything around you, she will get dropped very quickly. You'll need to feed her health pots. And she will tell you that she will need these health pots. But the game is very Diablo-esque. It's very enjoyable. You can pretty much, as you find items, you equip them, as any, Diablo game you've ever played. But it's very stylized. I personally enjoy it. It's been a real treat to play. And now that we've leveled up, we can also see what we can do. Now, I would highly recommend, if you are going to be playing a melee type, stick with this ability and work your way down to Frost. Don't worry about this cleave or flowing combo or earthquake. Don't worry about these. I would highly recommend going down for Ice Blast and sticking with Bash. Now, allow me to show you how this works, because this actually took me a bit of time to figure out. Now, as you see here, our right click has now changed into this lightning strike, as you see here. Pressing tab will change to a different weapon skill. So you're able to change this, as you can see, different weapon skills. Using this allows you to use 4 different abilities without having to respec or anything like that. You will need to learn to tab, use abilities, and tab back. Now, another trait you will see is these little pistons on top of your abilities. Every time you press the corresponding button, for example, Stunning Strike is number 2, you press 2, 2, 2. You see that it constantly fills up. And every time you do this, it makes the ability more powerful. For example, Stunning Strike stuns the target for 1 second. Pumping it once does nothing. Pumping it twice helps stuns for 2 seconds. Pumping it a third time stuns for 3 seconds. And each time you pump this, it drains from your rage bar right here. It's a very interesting game. I would highly recommend getting in right now. It's like $13, $14 on Steam. I would highly recommend getting this. I have put almost 17 hours to finish the entire story, and it was well worth it. I enjoyed it. I would highly recommend this to anyone out there. It's a great game. Really go out and grab this right now. You won't be disappointed. I hope everyone has enjoyed the, well, I guess one of these kind of reviews. Tell me what you think. Do you guys like how I'm doing this? I'm trying out different things, see how things go. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys want to know about new game releases, old games I really enjoyed. Let me know, and we'll see how it goes. Until then, guys, do take care.